Okay. Can everybody hear me okay? It's just I've made a few changes to my chart and to my screen, so just checking everyone can hear me okay. Yeah, brilliant. Okay. All right. Okay, so I hope everyone is well. Good afternoon. Excellent. Okay. Now, loud and clear. Fantastic. Now, as you'll notice, I've made a few changes to my chart. In fact, let me just hold on a second. I don't. It's all right. I just wanted to. Where's the? It's okay. Excuse me a second. I just wanted to put a few things on here and take a few things off. Excuse me just a second. Let me just yank that out of the way a minute. Okay. Hope everyone had a. Is that right? Yeah, I think we're okay. Yeah, that's it, I think. Let me have a look. Put that there like that. Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure there are certain things on here. I don't really think it matters too much. Okay, so, right. How you doing? So, Indy, how you doing? Speedy, how you doing? Bud J, how you doing? Exponential, how are you? James, how you doing? Bud Rodian, how are you? Mark, how you doing? H, how are you? Why are your charts so different? Okay, I spent quite a bit of time last night sorting this chart out, and I made a major cock up. I got, while they were cheap, I got three evaluations, and I was trading them at the open at 10 contracts, and for some reason I traded one of my PAs at 10 contracts. Where is it? Which one is it? PA 46. I don't know if anybody's ever done that. I've done it once before, but I'm going to have to stop trading at 10 contracts because it's not the first time I've done it either. I did it once on one of my accounts, which was $150 away from a payment, and I accidentally traded it on 10 contracts. And it went $800 against me within a matter of a couple of seconds. You've done that so many times. I tell you what, I could not believe it. And do you know what? It's ironic that when you make a mistake, market tends to just go against you. I couldn't believe it. Literally, there was I don't know what it was, but I'm just so frustrated. I was up till about 3 o'clock last night. I couldn't sleep. No, it wasn't. I lost the account. I was up till about 3 or 4 in the morning. I was so angry with myself. I said I wasn't going to trade 10 contracts on an evaluation again because of the time I lost it. It was a month or two before Christmas, and I think I was $150 away from a payment. Your data refreshed by chance? No, it isn't. Yeah. I was $150 away from a payment, and I accidentally, and it was close to the end of the day, and the market just went slow. I'm just so flipping angry with myself. So I just tried to put things into perspective. Let me just get rid of that anyway. So I'm on. Let me just sort this out a minute before I make another cock up. Okay, let me just, I think everything's set up okay. It's all right. I was just adjusting things. When I opened my chart, it looked a bit different for some reason. So just move that up there. So I'm so angry with myself. Okay, so what I've basically done, it's okay. I'm just looking at the ES. What I've basically done, I keep dragging the ES in constantly, and I've had the ES down this bottom end of my chart, but I like a big picture, and it's affecting me trading. I can't see things clearly. It's frustrating. So I've adjusted things around a bit so I can see both charts. Now, this screen you see, my main screen, that is on one big screen, and I've taken captures from other parts of my screen. So this down here is on a separate screen, and this up here is on the screen above me, so at least I've got what I need now. So let me just have a look at this. Let me have a look at this. Just got to be careful here. It's sort of like 2 legs back and a higher low. We look like we're going to make a new high up here, but just got to be a bit careful. Let's see if we get a trap here. See if we get a high
order
low
submitted.
Here. What the hell have I just done there? Oh, a second. Oh, so hold on a second. Oh, I don't believe I've done this. Which one is that? Which is the blown one? 46. Let's take 46 off there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I did. That's why I did it. I've just got rid of it now. Yeah. Ooh, I'm not a fan of that one. Okay, I'm going to leave this, I think. Let me have a look. Let's have a look. Do you know what? I'm going to leave this trade.
Order cancelled.
I don't like that it's going sideways here. Now, it'll probably work. It is a higher low, but it's not a fantastic bar. So I'm still a little frustrated about what happened last night. I've got to stop doing that. I said last time it happened, I'm not never trading 10 contracts again, because I've done it before. I've done it about 3 times. Once it went in my favour a bit. The once I ended up, it's just, it's all right. I'm still frustrated. I did want to know whether to trade today, but so Mark been there, unfortunately. Bet your mind was spinning. Yeah, I was so angry. Do you know what? The couple of times I've done it as well, market's gone against me. Once it went for me, but I cancelled it quick when it was in credit. So there is a higher low there, but I don't like this at the moment. And if you look on the ES, the NQ, let's pull that over a bit. It's going sideways. Now, we have had a channel up here on the NQ. We've had 2 legs down. It will probably work its way up, but I just don't like the way things are at the moment. It is slowly working up, but it could just drop that. So I think the sensible thing to do is just to sit tight there. That could just drop, take out any possible stops there and there. There is like a hidden second entry long there, but that's not fantastic. Yeah, okay, so that wouldn't have worked. So good to keep out of that. Another reason it helped me stay out of that was the sideways on the NQ. So what I've basically done, I've adjusted everything so I have a full screen. So what you see now is my main screen. I have it on a 27-inch screen, so I've got the full screen, so I can see it clearly. I've got the, let's just drag that over. I've got the NQ down here, which is on a separate screen, but you can see it on the one screen. And I've obviously made a few adjustments at the top with the apex and so on. So I hope it's a more pleasing screen, because I'm constantly dragging other charts in all the time, and it's just a bit of a ball ache. Yeah, I've got rid of that PA, but I'm so angry with myself. Oh, yeah, do you know what? Sometimes if you think you're being careful, you've got to check and check again. So that's the last time I trade 10 contracts on an evaluation. The trouble is, when they're cheap and when you can pass them in a day, it's very easy just to go a bit silly. So as you probably know now, the offer we had, the 90%, ended at midnight last night, and it's gone down to an 80% off, but you can still pass it in a day. So they've kept that. I do wonder whether they'll abolish that at some point and just, have no sort of time limit. We'll see anyway. So yeah, 4 PAs. So that's it now. I'm just sticking with these. It's too frustrating. So I hope everyone had a good weekend. Mine wasn't too bad. I spent a bit of time setting all this up last night, and because I had the market open, I was just I shouldn't have done it really, but I just picked up a few evals before we hit midnight, and I just thought I'll have a bit of a play around with them. I noticed the Alpine guy trades on the open, so I thought I'd have a go myself. Not wise. I don't mind losing the evaluations, but making a cock up like that on a PA was just... Ah, dear. Oh, well. Yeah, I've done it 3 times. The one was profitable, but when I realised what I'd done, fortunately, it was like a couple of ticks up. I cancelled it. But the trouble is, when it goes away, it's hard to know what to do initially because you don't want to lose anything, so you just hold on. And sod's law, whenever you do that, market has a way of just punishing you. So, what we got here. So, 1 leg, 2 legs after this break. Same here, 1 leg, 2 legs. So, let's see if we do push up to make a new high. Not sure we will, but there is a lower high there, which is triggered. So, if this pushes up and traps it, I think there's a good chance we're going to push up and make a new high on the NQ. No, maybe not. Yeah, the chart is different, Sajid, isn't it? So I'm stopping doing the 10 contracts anymore. I know it's hit and miss with them, and it passes them quick, but you can blow them quick as well. That's the trouble. The cheaper they make the evals, the more you take stupid risks with them. What I'm going to do in future is just trade them maybe 3 or 4 contracts, so a little bit more. But I think what I'd like to do is I want to do what the Alpine trader does, where he gets over 2,600 and takes a payment, and that account is then paid for himself. So he reduces it down to 1 contract and then just lets it ride. It's free money then. So what I want to try and do is aim to pass a couple of evaluations when I decide to take a payment. So I'm just stopping the 10 contracts. I'm just not doing it anymore. It's just too damn risky. You make a mistake, it cripples you. If you're only doing 2 or 3 contracts, it's not so bad. And I'm just trading them. I'm not, because, sometimes when they're cheap, you set a bit of time later in the day or in the evening to trade them on their own a little bit more aggressively. And it's just asking for trouble. I busted 4 evals this morning, but the other accounts are green. Yeah, I'm only now. What was I going to say? I'm just from now on. I'm just going to trade them like normal, just along with the rest of them on the copy. I'm not trading them separately anymore. It's too problematic because you tend to do risk a little bit more. I don't like that idea. I prefer letting the PAs run and take a bigger monthly payment. I know what you're saying, Chris, but the bit that concerns me is if something goes wrong with Rhythmic. And I've had a few problems with Rhythmic later, and it's just put the willies up me a little bit. So just for the time being, I want to get some payments and I want to stop putting my own money in. So what I'm going to do is get it over 2,600, take a payment, and then reduce it to 1 contract, and then add some more PAs and just continue to do that. He's really good at it. He's it works really well for him, the Alpine trader. And then he just puts whatever profit he's got, or some of the profit he's got, back into buying more, and he continues to top up that way. And when they've had one payment, you can afford to buy more, and then you can just let that account run. Reduce it to one contract, and then just let it ride. As far as I'm concerned, then that account's paid. Then I'll let it get up to 5 or 6 or 7,000, and then try to take a consistent amount off it. So I'm wondering here whether got a leg down, maybe 2 attempts to go up. I'm wondering if that is an overshoot. So we'll just have to keep an eye on this. See if we get another attempt to push higher or a lower high. There is a possibility. It just concerns me, these problems we've been having with Rhythmic. It frightens the hell out of me sometimes, thinking about getting money up and building it. It's too just problematic. So if I get an account that's paid and I reduce it to one contract, I'm trading with free money. Then it's paid for itself 11 times over, and then I'll just not touch it. Then I'll just trade it one contract until it gets up, and just let it ride. So we've got a leg down, one attempt to go higher. I'm assuming, because we've got a touch here and a touch here, that to me is a bit of an overshoot, and I think there's a chance that we're in a bit of a range. It's a bit sideways there. We got 2 legs down, so just keep an eye on this. See, there is a channel over there, but I think it's come down too far to think about pushing straight up, so just keep an eye on this. Just quickly looking at the daily. We've had that channel with the break in a new high, and there is a slightly bearish bar there which is triggered, so it's hard to say what's going to go on here, but so I'm looking for a second entry short here, maybe another attempt to go up. We got a leg down, and a push up. Okay, high-low there, which is triggered. Let's see what happens. As a UK, how do I get paid? Through Plane. It goes into my Plane account, and I withdraw that into. It comes out automatically into my Revolut account. I did go with Revolut initially because it wasn't with Plane, it was with somebody else, and then they had problems. But yeah, it's straightforward. It's no different. You just set up a Plane account. When you're due to get a payment, Apex contact you, and they'll give you an invite, and you follow the link, and it takes you to open a Plane account, and then you go into Plane and you set out your normal bank details, normal UK bank details. And as soon as it's cleared in Plane, it goes straight into. I have it go straight to my bank. Yes, I use Wise. It was Wise initially, wasn't it? And then they had a problem with Wise. It didn't trigger below, not high low. I was hoping we're going to get a second entry short on this. We've got a leg down, 2 attempts to go higher. See if we can get a bearish bar there. We may get one there. So yeah, it's not difficult. Yeah, I did get a couple of payments from Wise. So we got a leg down, 1 attempt to go higher, second attempt to go higher, let's see. I don't know. We were told to stop Wise. Whether it was just European traders, we were told to stop Wise and open a plain account. And strangely enough, that's what I did. And for the next couple of payments, it still went back into Wise. So I don't know what's going on. But yeah, plain. It's plain at the moment. What were we using before Wise? I can't remember what it was now. The good thing about plain as well is you don't get charged a fee to convert from US into British pounds. That's part of the reason why I initially went to Revolut, because you can get paid in US dollars, and you can convert it free of charge if you got the Revolut Steel account. And that's what I did. Then they decided to change to Wise, and that stopped. And then they decided to change to plain. It's hard to know what's going on here. We've had this channel up, so I don't know whether there was a break there or whether we're just in a bit of a range. There is a hidden second entry short there. Trouble is, it's hard to take that at the moment. It's a bit risky because we could continue up.
Order submitted.
I'm not sure about this. We are under the EMA, we'll say. Leg down, 2 attempts to go higher. Yeah, I'm just looking on there. We've had 2 attempts to go higher, and it looks like it's pushing down, but then we had that little bit of a pullback. So yeah, if we can get a lower high, it is a hidden second entry short, which has triggered. When they don't trigger and push up straight away, there's a better chance of them coming down, but it's not a massive risk. News, yeah, it's only medium impact news. It rarely does anything, to be honest with you. I think this is more like just a range at the moment. We've got 3 hits there. See if we can get a lower high. So we've got a leg down, 2 attempts to go higher. This looks like it's making another attempt. I'd like a pullback on here, so that maybe give us a lower high. I go for lifetime, yeah. Okay, there's a possible lower high coming here. If you think you're going to keep your account more than 30 days, go for the monthly, the one-off payment. But if you're still struggling, you're blowing PAs, you might be better off just doing the 85. But it's up to you, really. I think only you know how you trade, whether you sort of trust yourself. But what I will say is
Order canceled.
The good thing about that news did seem to make a bit of a difference. Whether it was me or not, I don't know, but there did seem to be a bit of a flutter there. It doesn't usually play a part. There was a little flutter. Whether it was the news or not, I don't know, but what's the difference between life and time monthly? Okay, so if you say, for instance, you pass a $50,000 eval, and you can have, when you pay for your PA account, which is your performance account, that's effectively where you start to be able to make money. You've got two options. You have to pay a fee, so you can pay a monthly fee of $85, or you can pay a one-off fee of $140. So they just give you an option. So if you keep your PA for over 30 days, you'll get recharged another $85. So if you think you're going to be able to keep that PA account, pay the one-off payment. And the good thing about the one-off payment as well is it does give you some breathing space. There's no rush to trade. You can take your time. Because the trouble is, if you go for the monthly and you've got 5 accounts, you're going to be paying $450 odd every single month. So there's a little bit of urgency to try and make some money. Whereas if you pay the one-off payment, there's no rush. Then you can take your time and build your PA or trade sort of how you want to trade. It's getting a bit hard to read now. See, we're still under the EMA on the NQ, but I mean, it could push up. Yeah, absolutely. The urgency is a good point. Yeah. I mean, if you've got, I know some people who've got like 10 accounts. If you've got 10 PA accounts and you pay the monthly, you've got to pay $150 a month. That's not pocket change. So there's a certain amount of urgency to be able to earn money, and that can go against you sometimes. So you just got to be a bit careful there. 10k chart, second entry long. There is a second entry long there which is triggered. I think this is coming down.
Order submitted.
There is a possible failure there. Trouble is, I'm not a fan of what I'm seeing on the NQ at the moment. 2 legs up, lower high maybe.
Order cancelled.
What I'm seeing here. There is a second entry long which is triggered.
Order filled.
Let's give that a whirl. There is a failure there, so this does look like it's made 2 attempts to go higher, and that looks like a lower high there, so I think this is a fair chance this is going to come down. The 1 day pass. Any accounts you've got now, the failure I'm going for, sort of try go 1, struggle twice, failure, trap some longs, so that's what I've gone for. This is trap me. Just going to give that 1 extra tick. Yeah, it is a bit sideways. I shouldn't have taken that. I'll give it one extra tick
Stop
sometimes.
filled.
Yeah. Yeah, I should have stayed out of that. I can feel myself still a little bit frustrated from last night. Yeah, I can feel myself just a little bit frustrated from last night. 2.75 points. Well, it looks to me like the top of a range. So we got a leg down, one attempt to go higher, second attempt to go higher, failure. And then we had another lower high or a failure from there, which trapped the longs. But yeah, it's too sideways. That's the problem. Let me think. Fail second entry long, 2.75 points. Okay, so minus 2.75 points. That looks like a triple test there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you're right, Indy. Let me have a look. Do you know what? I'm really in a funny old mood. I am from last night. Have a look. Leg up. Just try and chill out a bit. Yeah, there is always tomorrow. There's a failure there. Yeah, it is psychology. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, I'm tempted actually just to finish for the day, actually. Yeah, I'm going to finish today. I feel really frustrated from last night. Yeah, I'm going to knock it on the head, guys. I'm going to come back to fresh tomorrow. So appreciate all the comments. Have a great day. And I'll catch up with you guys same time tomorrow. Bye for now. I will. I'll have a drink.